As suas observações e as suas reflexões permitiram que você antecipasse algumas respostas sociais a dinâmicas e angústias coletivas que a gente viveu. Eu cito como exemplo a eleição do Trump nos Estados Unidos, sobre a qual você até falou já que no momento em que aconteceu, você momentaneamente se regozijou porque viu vindo, né? Entendeu que aquilo aconteceria. Para onde as suas antenas apontam agora? Que movimentos e que dinâmicas sociais chamam especial atenção nesse momento e que você acha que vão ter repercussões futuras importantes?
I have been right about a few things. I think I was right about social media. I had an instinctive aversion to it when it first appeared in the form of Facebook and Twitter, and that the Trump election in 2016 confirmed what I had been saying, which is this is actually harmful technology. This is not good for the culture. It's not good for society. It's making us angry. It's dividing us, and it is promoting lies. It's a great platform for promoting lies. And I didn't want to be vindicated, but I was vindicated. I also sadly think I'm right that we are not collectively, as a global community, going to make the changes necessary to come anywhere near meeting the carbon reduction goals we need to keep the climate from really catastrophically veering out of control. That remains to be seen, but the numbers don't look good. Where we're going now, I would say the thing that's most on my radar is AI. I think artificial intelligence is a misnomer. I think this is not intelligence. These are very clever algorithms that are good at making guesses about what the next word in a sentence is going to be. That's not intelligence. Intelligence is what an animal has, because an animal has goals and desires, and intelligence helps them reach those goals. An algorithm has no goals and desires. It's just, bits in a computer chip. It makes no sense to speak of intelligence. Nevertheless, I think we're very quickly going to reach the point where AI can produce such perfect fakes that it really looks like it's me here, and I am saying, I don't think the Holocaust happened, and I favor Trump for re-election in 2024. It will be indistinguishable from a video of me saying what I'm saying now. And that means, and that's all the more true for still photographs, it's true for audio. I think this technology is going to be really phenomenally good at faking. And then you have a world in which there's no such thing as hard documentary evidence, where you can say, oh yes, but yeah, you say that, but here's the proof. Because the only way you can really be sure of something is if you witness it yourself. But we live in a huge world, and there are billions of people. You can't be everywhere at once. And so almost everything we know comes in some mediated form. And when those media become 100% untrustworthy, we are in a very, very strange place. When all you have to do is type on your computer, I want to make it look like President Biden made this announcement in the Rose Garden today, and there it is, there's the video, and you circulate that on the web, the dam has broken. There's no way to keep that back, and it's going to require I don't even know where we go from there when you can't trust anything. It's one thing for me not to trust what I hear on Truth Social. Well, of course that's a lie. Trump said it. But when you can't even trust what you're hearing, your own sources, that's a crazy situation, and I don't know what we're going to do with it.
Nesse sentido, Liberdade é o seu romance mais político, aquele no qual a política é um pano de fundo muito importante. a era Bush, o pós 11 de setembro estão muito firmes ali. E em Pureza você aborda essa questão do ativismo digital e da forma como isso mexe com a sociedade hoje em dia. Essas duas questões, a tecnologia e o que ela pode ter de imbricação com a política, são assuntos que ainda te interessam como romancista ou você vai deixá-los mais para os seus ensaios?
They don't interest me so much, and that's partly because I'm involved in a project that is going back into history. And I do think I'm aware that I'm getting older. When I was 30 or 40, I was the new generation. I was the person who was having firsthand experience of what it was like to be a young person in this new technological world, and I had a lot to say about it. I can feel that whether I like it or not, I'm no longer at the cutting edge. And I also think that it's just part of the natural aging process for a writer that you start at a certain age to become more interested in gardening. But also you become more interested in history because you've actually lived long enough to have a sense of what it means to be historical. And so I don't see myself, except in interviews and maybe in some of the nonfiction, really engaging with that stuff in the same way, simply because I'm too old.